It's 2025, the 7th year for Dragon Ball Legends, and the developers have already emphasized that this year is a very big year and they're going to be taking it seriously. There's a RAM increase on the game, which implies that the game is going to get much bigger. And with this information, with the newsletter that they put out, they do this every single year, and they're basically advising us that the next year they hope that you stick around, continue to enjoy their game, and they're going to try to make it the best experience for us ever. A lot of people have been asking me, when should we start saving? When's the time to start saving? Should we start saving now? Are you summoning on this? But before I get deeper into this video, I want to tell you guys that since the Ultra Margin Vegeta banner, I've said this a lot recently, I've gone completely free to play.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
But I wanted to make this a very big video announcing on the channel because it could somewhat affect the content on this video, even though a lot of the content on my channel, at least at this point and going forward hopefully, is not actually PvP orientated. I do play PvP a lot in streams, I do make PvP videos here and there, but ultimately I prefer making the discussion type videos where we get your input, put out my input, and actually bring pieces of information together, or just history in Dragon Ball Legends for a high quality video, the essay kind. I think those are very lovely to watch. They're my favorite type of videos to watch on YouTube. I don't know about you guys, but because I like watching those, I also like producing them. And I also feel like I explain things pretty well, considering that I've posted a bunch of guides on the channel. I've been told this a lot in real life, and a lot of you guys have told me that the guides are very helpful, so I must be doing somewhat of a good job. But back to me being free to play. Since the Ultra Margin Vegeta banner, I completely went free to play, and there's a couple reasons for this, but I'm just gonna glide over them in short. A lot of people felt because I got shafted, which I did get shafted on the Ultra Margin Vegeta banner, and I will tell you, he was my last straw. But that's not the core reason, whether you want to laugh at me or not. At the end of the day, I've got lucky on almost 99% of my characters, so it didn't burn me. And even that banner, I wasn't happy about it, but I wasn't stressed about it either. A lot of people are wondering, how did you get so many CC by the festival? Well, even throughout my shaft, quote unquote, I didn't summon to 0 chrono crystals, and that shows a lot of my resolve when it comes to summoning on characters. I don't just go all in mindlessly. I'm not a pure addict where some people can easily get swept by the game and actually try to get the character no matter what. I kept 13,000 chrono crystals post getting shafted, because at the end of the day, it's just a character. If I don't get them, it is what it is, and I've never been the type to play the game where I want every single character. I summon on characters based on characters that I like. If I don't like them, I won't pull for them. If I won't use them, I won't pull for them. But being paid to win, you are a bit more susceptible to pull for things that you don't exactly scream over, but do still like. If I give you an example, Triku. Never in my life, in my whole streaming experience, 3 years, my whole content creator experience, my whole life on this earth, have I ever had anybody come up to me talking about some
Triku is my favorite Goku.
What did he do to make them that mad?
He's not my favorite Goku. I've never spoke about him outside of Dragon Ball Legends, but because he's good in the game and he did look aesthetically pleasing, if I was paid to win, I will feel a lot more susceptible to summon on his banner. But he's not somebody I would ever think to summon on, but he does such a good job kit wise that people summon on him. But I feel like if you're gonna play that way, you're leaning more in the meta slave box where you only care about what's good. So for one, I'm shifting my whole mindset to summon for things that I like, but being very strict. And when I'm paid to win, I'm not as strict as I could be. Being free to play, I don't have a choice, because if I spend my chrono crystals the wrong way, I can't just make it back instantly. Number 2, I feel like the money that you'd spend being paid to win could be used elsewhere better. Now this is a given, and I don't slander people for spending money on the game. It's not like I don't have enough money to spend on this game. I've always put out the idea that a lot of people play games that are free. You might play Fortnite, Call of Duty, even GTA was free on Epic Games at one point. All of these games are free nowadays, and you're not spending money to play the games that you like. So the cycle that we used to have, people would buy Call of Duty every year, FIFA, NBA 2K. People have shied away from this type of gaming. Not to say people don't buy games, but a lot of people only play free games. So that money that you would have spent yearly can now go to a mobile game that you enjoy. There's literally no harm in spending money in a game that you enjoy. But if it's not a game, you could just use it anywhere else in your life. I wanted to go to the battle hour actually this year, but £1,000 to go to Los Angeles from London, me not have that. You could buy your mom something nice, and not that girl that you're speaking to, bro. Buy your mom something. There's a lot you could do. So I also made that decision for myself. And the last final reason is basically for reverse content. I feel like when I make content as a free to play, and already when I was pay to win, I didn't summon on everything, I feel a lot more relatable to you guys, and my advice will be a lot more genuine because I'm actually living what I'm talking about. When I talk about the game, I always try to put myself in a free to play mind, but I'm only imagining it, I'm not living it. And yes, I have already been pay to win, which I will discuss in a section about whether I'm actually free to play if I've already spent. But ultimately, if I'm not actually living it, it's harder to put yourself in those shoes, and people can automatically give biased perspectives. You see that often with rich people that are detached from the world. They give an opinion or a take on something, and it just shows that they know nothing about what it's like on the other side. Taking it a bit extreme there because this is just a game, but I'm sure you guys feel what I'm saying. If I actually was in your shoes, it would feel more like he actually understands, so his advice is more reliable. But yeah, those are the main reasons I've turned free to play. But it's kind of the worst year to turn free to play because it's looking like it's going to be the biggest year for Legends. But that makes it more so a thing where I have to save with absolute care, which is what I'm going to be starting right now. So I just have to address my current position. My current position right now, I have a 10-star Beast Gohan and I've spent only 21,000 Chrono Crystals on the banner, which is insanely lucky. Since I've been free to play, I've been doing pretty good. I've also summoned on the Vegito Blue banner, and I actually have him, I believe, 12 stars. I got him to about 8 through lucky summons. I spent a lot, and I spent all my Chrono Crystals from Ultra Margin Vegeta through, I think I summoned on Gold Tanks, but then from there, I spent most of my Chrono Crystals on Vegito Blue because they gave out a lot. Got him to 9 stars, and I've Z-powered him all the way up from there. And I also summoned on Daima Goku. I got him one time, and I was happy with that, but I also pulled him on the New Year's Rising banner. I've pretty much got low amount of Chrono Crystals, I think only 1,000, and that's because they gave out Chrono Crystals for free, but I won't be spending anything else on these Ultra reruns. I'm pretty much saving because there's 3 characters that I'm looking out for this year. These are just speculation and there's no guarantee all of them will drop, but at least for 2 of them, they're pretty much guaranteed, but I'm not going to say 100%. The first one is the Legends Limited Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Mini from Daima. I'm a big Daima fan and I really do like everything they've been putting out to the series. It's going against the agenda that Dragon Ball is just big fights. So with this unit dropping, I will really want 1 copy of him, but I won't be going deep. The second one is that there's going to be a fusion warrior in Daima. Whatever it is, it's most likely going to be a fusion of Goku and Vegeta. If those 2 guys fuse, I will go ballistic. It doesn't matter what it is. It's most likely not going to be Gogeta because they do the dance and that's a very specific type of fusion. It's probably going to be more so the Pataras, which I don't expect because they pushed this idea of a fusion bug. Goku bought a couple from the store, so I expect it to be a new thing. I don't think it's going to be Vegito. It'll be something completely new. Regardless, if it's a new Vegito that's mini, he will also have the power pole. If it's not that, it will be something completely new and it will still have the power pole, so that will be nice. I will be there and I need that on top of me being a fusion warrior main. And the third thing, most likely we're going to get Ultra MUI Goku in the anniversary. If you don't know why this is, let me put you on a little game right now. In the first anniversary, we got Legends Limited Super Vegito. 3 years later, in the 4th anniversary, we got Ultra Super Vegito. In the 2nd anniversary, we got Legends Limited Vegito Blue. 3 years later, in the 5th anniversary, we got Ultra Vegito Blue. In the 3rd anniversary, we got Legends Limited Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. 3 years later, in the 6th anniversary, we got Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. And in the 4th anniversary, we got MUI Goku Legends Limited. So in the 7th anniversary, 3 years later, what do you think we're gonna get, which is this year? Ultra MUI Goku. That's not a guarantee, but if that guy drops, I need to be there. I need to be there, and I'm gonna need the CC for that. So these are my reasons for saving. It's my current situation right now. I don't know what boat you guys are in, whether you're still chasing Beast or whatever. Chasing reruns is gonna make it even more difficult. There are some things I might summon on in between, but I very much doubt it. I'm gonna play the game really strict, and I'll inform you on all my decisions through Should You Summons, so keep up with that if you're curious. But I had to put this video out so you guys can be familiar with what you can expect from this content from this channel going forward. Now, regarding the conversation of if I'm really free to play, I don't spend any money on this game to CC. The only thing I spend money on,
And you're probably like, oh my god, he is spending money.
but it's only for content purposes, the Legends Pass. The Legends Pass doesn't give you any Chrono Crystals. There's no CC you can get from it. It just makes your experience playing Dragon Ball Legends better. Quality of life factors. For example, I play the Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush. I can do it at 2 times the speed, maybe 3 times the speed. And that's just a time saver. I don't have the time to be taking my time with all these events. Even equipment storage and things like that, it just makes things a bit easier. I'm not here to spend money on CC to give myself better summoning odds. I'm not doing anything like that. It's literally just to make my quality of life playing the game better, especially because at the end of the day, I'm still making content on this game. So if you want to count that as free to play or not, that's down to you. I completely understand, but it's just for the discussion's sake. So that's the first thing I wanted to address. I already said I'm not spending any money on Chrono Crystals, so that includes everything. Everything in the shop will not be getting touched in any way, shape or form. But the conversation leads into the idea that because I have bought stuff from the shop, does it mean that I can never be free to play ever again? And if your answer to that was yes, I have another question. If I did a gift card giveaway, which I've done in the past plenty of times and sometimes does happen in the Discord server, you should definitely join by the way. If you win a gift card from me and you redeem it and you use it in game to buy the mission plan or any type of CC, does that make you no longer free to play? What's the reasonability on this? Once you spend money, you can never go back, or is it based on your current status? That's a conversation for you guys in the comment section, but I'm going to be carrying myself with the free to play label because I feel like if I'm not spending any more money, I should be free to play, and that's just what it is. But I can easily see some people seeing it a different way. If you spend money on the game, once you go the other way, you can't go back. But then what about those people that redeemed gift cards? They got a gift from their parents. They didn't spend the money, but then again, there was money used on their account. Multiple ways you can go about it. It's a silly discussion for the community. I don't actually care, and if somebody tells me I'm not free to play, I'm not gonna care either. Now, this video was talking about saving chrono crystals, my current position, pay to win, free to play, the future of Dragon Ball Legends. It wouldn't be right if I didn't give you some tips going forward for the year. There's no amount of numbers to this, I'm doing them off the top of the dome, but these are core things that I hold in mind going forward when saving chrono crystals, because I did this even while pay to win. Shout out to the guys that participated in my saving Sundays. A lot of guys said they would never saving CC again after the start of the festival and switched up immediately when Ultra Beast Gohan dropped. There's always going to be a banger in the festival. There's always going to be a banger in the anniversary. So lock in. The first thing, if you don't want to spend CC, just don't press the summon button. Even if you have tickets, in most cases, they don't expire throughout the year. The festival ones do and the anniversary ones do. Outside of that, they're most likely going to sit. So that summon button, don't press it. It's as if it's not there. You would never need to visit the summon page if you are saving chrono crystals. Next, it's important to have a strategy when saving chrono crystals. You don't want to get to 20,000 chrono crystals too fast, so you might want to hold out on claiming certain CC. For example, let's say you get to 19,000 chrono crystals, right? You know there's going to be CC in the exchange shop, but PvP also just reset. If you open the PvP screen, you will immediately be hit with 1,000 chrono crystals or however many, depending on how you played in PvP. If you claim that PvP CC first, it's not from an exchange shop, so it will enter your account no matter what. So before you enter the PvP screen, it would be more wise to go to the exchange shop, get what you can before you can't claim it, because there's a 20k CC cap. If you don't know what the 20k CC cap is, it implies that once you get to 20k CC, for some reason, it's just a feature in the game, you cannot claim any exchange shop chrono crystals, and that stops you from saving above 20,000 easier. It's a really daunting thing for free to play players because it makes saving so hard, but knowing that's a thing in the game, be careful about the order that you claim your chrono crystals. Also, it'd be advisory to not touch the story mode, because the story mode CC doesn't disappear. Whether you do it now or 8 months later, those events in the story that you haven't done, they're not going to disappear. Now in the events tab, those have a time limit on them, so you're going to want to play them, but the story specifically, you can leave it there forever and it will still be available. So you should leave it for last when you want to get something out of the summon tab. And regarding summoning in general, you're saving for something you like. You're not saving just for the sake of saving, you're saving for something you like. But the idea of saving is knowing that you might like something, but you know you're gonna like something more, so you need to forget about this thing and prioritize the thing at the top. With that being said, with whatever comes out, do not look at the summon page, go watch a showcase, wait a couple days, and you find in a lot of cases you would have been dissatisfied if you summon on a character. A lot of people summon on Ultra Beast Gohan and they don't like he's squishy. They like that he does damage, but he dies too quickly at 5 stars. But if you watch showcases, you would know that he's squishy at 5 stars, and as a result, maybe not summon for him because you feel he's gonna fall off. Or depending on the amount of chrono crystals you have, you know it would be only worthwhile if you can get him to 8 stars. So you'd make a better decision if you had more reviews at mine. But because a lot of you guys are hasty and you love entering the summon page, it makes it hard for you guys. But I won't be doing that, and you'll be able to track my CC. I be streaming often, but I also do me making videos, but I won't be summoning. I won't be spending money, and if I do summon, I'll make a video. It'll be in a should you summon. I will announce it. I won't hit no backdoors unless I've got a collab, which you guys will completely understand. If I've got a collab summon with somebody, you gotta let me slide. And just for disclaimer, if somebody donates and tells me to summon, I'm for sure summoning. If I gave you a 50 gift card right now, you're using that, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. But yeah, man, that's going to be the end of the video. I've given you all the information about me going forward this year, the channel, legends, and things that will help you when you're doing your own saving, as I know most of you are free to play. My luck has been amazing since I've been free to play. I don't know if that's just a thing for me, but it could easily go downhill. I could save a bunch of CC just to get shafted. It happens. And just because I get shafted, I won't be digging into my wallet. It's just a game at the end of the day, and I want to enjoy it. And since I've been free to play, I've also stopped playing PvP as much. I've just been enjoying the game for what it is. It's a lot more peaceful where you don't have to worry about every unit that comes out. You just use the units you like. You play the game for the collector's purpose, which is what I do, and I like building my account, and it makes the game a lot more easier for my mind. It's also made creating content a lot more fun, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed. The quality has increased. So overall, it's been a great decision. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 200,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys for watching, man. My name's Zakashi, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one, man.